What up, Buzz? You tapped in? Okay, Goose, you tapped in too? All right, Chicago, y'all tapped in? All right, boys, let's crack 'em. Feel like Mike in the fourth with the ball in my hands and I'm taking a shot. I'm the king in the madhouse on Madison, whether I make it or not. Now the crowd going crazy, they watching the play and I'm watching the clock. Got my shot in the air and the buzzer go off and I'm watching it drop. This team did things, MJ shot City 6 rings. D-Rose too big, too fast, too strong, history. And we good on that, put Jilla on the track and we good on whack. 3, 2, 1, everybody say Bulls on tap, Bulls on tap. Our city pretty and gritty, Benny the bull in the crowd getting hyper and litty. Me, I'm so drippy, it's slippery, nothing offends me. Banners on banners, we winners. We got the stats in the news, go and subscribe. Hang out with Buzzy and Goose, tapping with us, we the truth. Jilla just murdered the booth.
Ha! We beat the Lakers. I ain't even doing an intro. You know where to find us. We're popular enough by now that was conceded, and I apologize, but it's Buzz and Goose. You know where to follow us, at Buzz on Tap, at Goose on Tap, at Bulls on Tap, at On Tap Sports. Go to YouTube, subscribe to it, and then, 5-star rating and review. So wherever you listen to podcasts, give us a cool review, and then we might do a giveaway someday. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if it's in my budget. I'm a ball on a budget. Goose, say what you said before we went on the air.
No, we made Zach LaVine watch the team that he wants to get traded to get spanked by the team that he doesn't want to be on anymore. And it was rather awkward because, the game started and I was like, this is like an audition for each team in 5 different ways. Like, oh, look, there's Austin Reeves. He might be on our team. Oh, wait, nope. Kobe White and him kind of are doing the same damn thing. I don't know if Austin Reeves really fits here. Maybe we can find a third team that really wants Austin Reeves because he is a good basketball player, but I don't know that he really fits here either. There's just a lot of weird thoughts going through my head during this game, and it was like, oh, look, DeMar's playing really well. Caruso's playing really well. Oh, look, Caruso just blocked LeBron. Like, maybe that's the route that we end up going. So no, it was an interesting game in the sense that the Bulls led, I feel like, the whole entire time, got a pretty big lead in that first quarter.
I don't think they ever lost the lead, did they, throughout the whole?
No. I mean, It got a little close in the second, into the third, but then they pulled away again, and it was never really that close.
I keep having more fun, but the more fun that I'm having, the more confused I'm getting, is because of just kind of what you pointed out right now. Is what happens here, with Zach? Do people want Zach? That's the thing too. I need people to get in the damn YouTube. I'm sorry to bitch about that, but I want to see what people have to say because I can't see the damn comments through what we use here on X or whatever it's called. So you got to get in the YouTube, man. Go to YouTube, type comments. But what do we do now? What do we do? Because I've seen 3 separate reports now say that, or I think it was 2 reports and then one speculation piece, but that the Bulls aren't going to move Zach at all. That the interest level is just so low that they might hold on to him. But how do you bring him back now? I'm serious. If you are trying to actually compete, and people are going to fade in, it obviously wasn't before, so there was an issue there. Where was it?
So, yeah, I mean, if the team is succeeding without Zach, the team is listening to the coach more and doing more of what the coach wants without Zach. It's a little tough to kind of imagine Zach finding his way back into this rotation, and it takes away from the opportunity of the young guys, which is what is made this fun. Dalen Terry had some fun minutes tonight again.
He played 21 minutes, bro. Dalen Terry played 21 minutes tonight, and I got to point out something. Chai Sports fan said, "Yeah, dude, I'm ready to eat some humble pie right now." I don't think that Patrick Williams can shoot 60% from the field and 100% from downtown every game. But what he's been doing over the last, what he points out, month, he's 100% right. Patrick Williams has been very, very good, and it's been fun to watch. I doubted the kid. I never said I doubted his talent. I doubted the motor. Maybe you were right when you said that you feel like he's being held back because he doesn't know what to do. So does DeMar, and this is me asking, just we're not around the team. We don't fucking know. But is it being around DeMar and Zach more calming, or I'm sorry, DeMar and Vooch more calming than having Zach around?
I think, we talked about this on the previous show. When you've got too many cooks in the kitchen, when you've got 3 offensive stars that need the touches to get their value in which they are paid, in Zach's case, that's $40 million. DeMar, it's 26, 27, and for Vooch, it's 20. When you have almost $90 million invested in 2-3 guys that are all offensive oriented, you have to get them theirs, or that's money wasted. So it's always been a tough conundrum with his all-in. Is Acme tried to go around Zach, and you just still don't have that defined.
The touches are there though, Goose. They were there before. Like, he's just shooting 10 shot. He's just fucking doing it with confidence.
But it's because he knows that he could take more than 10 shots.
Do you think that's what it is? So you like the option is there, so the stress is off.
It's coming in the flow of the offense. It feels natural. Like, it feels like, oh, I'm gonna get the ball again. It's not like, oh, I gave it up and now I'm gonna hear about how I'm not aggressive enough after the game because I just kept the ball moving.
Right. Io gave us another big game off the bench. 5 for 8, 4 for 6 from downtown, 14 points for Io tonight. Kobe, kind of a rough shooting game, 7 for 18 for 17 points. He did go 3 for 6 from downtown, though, but 17 points, 7 boards, 5 assists.
And that one step back in the late third, early fourth.
Oh, yeah.
He was pretty much in the bleachers. I was like, what the hell?
I felt like both teams were playing hard. Especially at the end of the second quarter and then getting into that third quarter. They were playing a little chippy out there, man. Like, there was some bad blood a little bit, I felt.
Well, Javon Carter was kind of fun to watch tonight too.
Yeah, he had a couple threes, didn't he?
He did.
He did. He had 2 3. Oh God. He went 2 for 7 from 3. That third quarter was a little fucking hairy for me, man. I got the kids down to bed, and then I'm not gonna lie to you, I made some ramen noodles.
You made some ramen noodles. Not always a bad decision.
No, I needed a snacky, so I made some fucking ramen noodles. Hopefully they sponsor us. But yeah, no, Javon, I had a guy message me on Twitter today, a new listener of our podcast, but he does some work up in Minnesota, and he messaged me if I thought that Javon Carter would be available this trade deadline. I don't see why he wouldn't be for the right deal, right? You were able to trade him on December 15th, but
yeah, I don't know that Javon
an active looking type thing for him.
Yeah, I don't know that Javon Carter's ever somebody that you would say like, hey, he's an untouchable. But I don't know that there's going to be an offer out there that's going to make you go, oh, I want to trade Javon Carter either. Obviously, I think Billy could or should play him a little bit more, but with Kobe's success and Io's recent resurgence with the opportunity that he's getting with Zach out of this lineup, it's been kind of easier to let Javon rot on the bench a little bit. So in the minutes he gets, I'm not disappointed in his play, though.
No, I'm not really disappointed in his play either. I mean, we need him. I mean, you got Caruso who flies around the court and gets hurt every 70 seconds. So, I mean, I love Caruso to death, but I mean, the way he plays is just reckless. So having Carter as an insurance policy is not really a bad thing.
We are without Torrey Craig for probably close to the remainder of the season.
Yeah, so I mean that was a big reason why Dalen Terry got the minutes tonight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of what happened with Julian Phillips? It was just kind of we gave him a little bit of a run. Not sure what was going on with him.
It was Billy's way of trying to light a fire underneath Dalen Terry. Hey, look, I'm starting this other kid ahead of you.
I mean, he did. I'll tell you what, Dalen Terry came out there, gave LeBron some shit, putting his hand up in his face and being, like, I like that kind of shit, especially from the young guy who can't shoot, because when he tried to shoot, he missed everything. So, I mean, I did like, what I saw from Dalen on the defense end. I like his hustle too. I mean, it was good to see.
I feel like Dalen should get the game ball. I feel like he got 2 points, right? He had 2 points.
Yes, he did. He had 2 points. He was a plus 11 as well.
That. Those 2 points were worth like 11 points, apparently.
Yeah, it could definitely. What is Chai Sports Fan saying here in the damn comment section? Oh, also Chai Sports Fan, just so you know, motherfucker, you hated Kobe and I stuck by Kobe. Before you put the Patrick Williams stuff in here, check yourself. Remember. All right. Do you want them to stay the course here, Goose? And now this is preference-based, not what you think is going to happen. So let's stop talking about like breaking down everything. And I want preference-based now. You have a big sample size of what this team looks like without Zach LaVine, right? You have seen the level of competition, which at first started shaky, and we both pointed that out, but it has not only gotten tougher, but they've improved as it's gotten tougher. Where are you at right now with this?
I am in a world of hell, Buzz.
It's fucked up.
where
I know. I feel like I've been here a million times. People get so mad at me. They're just like, "Why are you like you're talking shit that you want to tank, but you're saying you're having fun?" I'm having a great time watching them win.
Great time. It was fun. It was exciting basketball. Anytime I get to watch LeBron James lose a basketball game, I'm generally excited. But when the outcome is like giving DeMar an extension to keep this thing going to like feel good, I don't know if that's what I want to see. Like that's just, yeah. Like we're just good enough to be like talking about this and excited enough to where it's like, do we really have to blow it all up? Or
See, this is where I wish we had a high-end young prospect that I think has superstar potential. Like, and what I mean by that is, listen, Kobe White, I love Kobe White. I think he's on the way to be doing something special right now.
But you still don't have a Halliburton. You still don't have Anthony Edwards. You don't have that dude. You don't have LaMelo Ball. You don't have that talent that you're building this team around. And Kobe's exciting, and you feel like maybe fringe all-star potential if he can ride out this consistency and continues to get the opportunity. Yeah. But at the same time, it's not like it's like, wahaha. I'm completely sold that Kobe White is the next top 10 point guard in the NBA. It's not that level of convincing.
So this is exactly where I'm at. Like, remember when we said like they're gonna go if we go for the tank, I'd like Vooch to stay because I just feel like he's that guy. He's like that good tank guy just to be there.
Yeah, he's like Robin Lopez with actual offensive skills.
Right. I like DeRozan for the aspect of being that vet to help mentor a young guy coming into the league. But you know what's not going to happen? It's not going to happen with like the 11th or 12th pick in the draft. I mean, unless they fucking hit heavy. Because look, I'm sitting here talking shit. Patrick Williams is getting heavy fucking minutes. Dalen Terry's getting heavy fucking minutes. I mean, those are 2 Acme draft picks. I would assume with 3. And they're all contributing. We're all talking about them. So maybe they know what they're doing. But
Terry's a little bit more sarcastic at this point. But yes,
hey, he played 21 minutes tonight. And
Io and Pat are definitely noteworthy conversation pieces at this point.
I don't know what to do here. This is tough. I mean, I love watching them win.
I think you have to take the rest of the training wheels off. Obviously, I guess making trading Zach your priority is not going to get the deal done.
So it's got to be DeMar, right? You got to move DeMar.
You got to move DeMar. You got to take them training wheels off.
Because he came out and gave you 27 points tonight when Kobe didn't really have it going, and Pat was a little timid at times. He had a good stat line, but he was a little timid at times. Calm down. And, DeMar came out 12 for 16 from the field. And that's after starting the game off kind of slow.
DeMar definitely won this game, but it felt more like an audition for the Lakers than it did I'm going to carry the Bulls to the promised land kind of performance. It was like, hey,
Brian, clip that.
Hey, LeBron, look what I'm dropping in your face. You could really use this on your team instead of all these scrubs, couldn't you?
And then, oh my God, the trade too, they were all talking about, right? It was D'Lo and Rui. And then of course, people are like, oh, I can get behind that in the first fucking half. I don't think they scored. Russell finished with 2 points.
See, people think of D'Lo and they think of like D'Lo in Brooklyn when he led them on a playoff run. That's not what the D'Lo show is anymore. And obviously he's playing with LeBron, so he's playing off ball quite a bit more. But yeah, no, D'Lo is just a different version of Zach, and it's like a more rotten, expired version than Zach at this point.
Man, Christian Wood only getting 1 minute over there. Jared Vanderbilt's getting 13 minutes. It's wild shit.
I like Jared Vanderbilt. He's somebody I like.
I like Jared Vanderbilt.
I like Vando.
Man, it's so
Trey
tough.
over there,
There's nobody on this fucking team though outside of Reeves I would want to bring over here, and Reddish.
I'll take Vando and Reddish for
who?
For DeMar.
Does that work?
I don't think that salary works. You'd probably have to get Rui in there somewhere.
I would do that if it worked.
Vando, Rui, Reddish for DeMar and Caruso. Throw some first in there if you're the Lakers.
I need picks.
Yeah, no, you need picks.
For Caruso, yeah, I'm just not parting with Caruso just to part with. That's why I put him in that Keegan Murray trade. The Kings fans killed me after.
Well, that's okay. They don't understand Alex Caruso, and they don't have to because they'll never have him on their team.
Because fuck them. That's why. All right, tomorrow night, tomorrow night.
We got
Wemby.
back to back again.
Yeah. Yep.
LeBron into Wemby. Wow.
Yeah, I know. We're working overtime lately on a fucking holiday week, man. I'm tired. I'll lay down. You know what I mean? But no, I actually want to go to the game tomorrow. I'm not kidding. I want to watch Wemby. I'm not gonna, but I'd like to.
I'd call off work for that. You could buy us some tickets. You know, you said you're a high roller. We can make that happen. We could go watch the next greatest basketball player ever. Hopefully beat the Bulls, but that probably won't happen.
I'm seriously, I'm gonna kick the fucking tires on that, man. You know, I'm not kidding. I'm gonna kick the tires on going to that game tomorrow. I want to watch Wemby. If you're down to call off work, we'll have to talk in the morning. Seriously, I got.
What time is the game?
7.
Yeah.
I feel like it's becoming a phone call more than a podcast at this point.
Yeah. You're gonna have to call me about that in the morning.
All right, man, we're gonna figure that out, man. I'm gonna have to give you a ring. But yeah, Wemby and the Spurs are coming in. They just actually got their first win after that huge slide against the Lakers, but then dropped too quick. One to the Pelicans. They got fucking killed by the Pelicans.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't read too much into beating this version of the Lakers because LeBron is like 47, and even the
still had a hell of a game,
Spurs. Dude. Although I guess the Spurs kind of get up for better competition. They played the Suns rather well this year too. But
yeah, they have. They really have. I mean, they got their ass kicked by the Pelicans and the Bucks, but, you know, they did all right there. Bulls are on a roll right now. Kendall Gill said, man, that this was a fucking change. Like that 76ers win, there was a big deal. There's something behind it, you know? So maybe this is, you know, a thing where we get into the play-in kind of. So that's great, you know?
I love the play-in. I love sympathy postseason basketball.
I know, man. Like, I'm happy they won.
And I love convincing myself at the end of the season that I can get like 1 or 2 games of fake postseason basketball and then still win the lottery, and that double dip is good for development and the future. Obviously, it only works if you win the lottery, but I can generally convince myself of that for all of like 2 weeks. So looking forward to that.
That's good. You know what I'm looking forward to?
Wemby?
Yeah, looking forward to Wemby, but that's not what I'm really looking forward to. I am really looking forward to
Wemby
not being on the Bulls anymore. I want you to pick, before we go, I want you to pick a day. That you have to pick a day. Do you think it's going to happen on the trade deadline, or do you think it's going to happen on the 15th?
It's going to happen January 17th, 2 days after the eligibility of all the other newly signed players is out there.
So you do think it's going to happen?
It's going to happen.
Okay.
I think the Bulls will drop their asking price at this point. I don't know if he's trying to come back and play. I've read rumors that like he's ready and he wants to, and it's like, why?
Yeah, I wouldn't let him.
I wouldn't let him either. I'd be like, your right foot hurts really bad until we can trade you.
Or I'd let him so we'd lose so I can get a pick.
I mean, but then like,
people are getting so mad at me right now. They just get,
well, no,
he's a fucking homer, man. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Look at my advanced stats. You know, like, fuck out of here.
It's just like, I don't know. Can his value get worse if he plays outside of a major injury though? Like the team looks better without him. If they look worse with him, does it get worse or does it stay the same? Because people already thought that and like knew that he might not be good.
I don't know how to answer that.
Like, if he comes back and the Bulls start losing, doesn't that just like confirm that, like, hey?
But what if he's balling though?
Well, if he's coming back and he's balling and we're losing
high percentages, and it just shows that Billy can't adapt to Zach. You know what I mean? Maybe something like that.
I guess
that's fucking wishful thinking. Because if I know he's not the guy, then fucking GMs knows he's not the guy. I've been sitting here fucking smacking our Torres Carter-Chavez and Mark Eversley.
Yeah, the guys
almost a year now, maybe a little longer. Patrick Williams longer than that, and they're coming out here, and I'm having a good time watching the product that they put on the court and these fucking players that they put out on the court.
It did take us about a month and a half to start enjoying this though, and Zach LaVine sitting down. So
that's true. That is true.
And that's kind of tough to sell around the league, especially when he's making demands like, yeah, just the Lakers. Although I do find it funny. It's like, you know what? I would be open to playing with De'Aaron Fox. What? Really? Would you?
Would you now? I'd like to see him play with Cade Cunningham in Detroit. That's what I'd like to see.
I think Detroit does have like the most assets that I'd like to see. and I would kind of laugh at Zach landing in Detroit. So
I don't think we'd get Ivy, but might be able to get something else. I don't know. Be dope. All right. You have any closing words before we get out here? I know it's only 20 minutes, but we got to win over the Lakers, and we have to be back again tomorrow night after the Bulls take on that Slender Man, Wemby.
Yeah, I mean, Kobe White, Pat, Ayo, big three, or the new mini three, whatever the hell you want to call them. As long as they're the ones that are driving the success for the most part, like they have been, it'll be enjoyable. Obviously, you get a game like you did from DeMar tonight, where he's just lights out, not missing anything.
Like you said, he was the training wheels, right?
Yeah, I mean, he is the training wheels. He's that badass uncle that'll, come over and take care of shit for you. But he probably belongs on the Lakers and not the Bulls at this point. And I don't think that he'll really have any success on the Lakers. Maybe you'd like to think that DeMar DeRozan, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis could figure some shit out. But at the same time, I don't know. Without Alex Caruso being included, I don't know that the Lakers are that scary over there either. So I don't know. DeMar's in a weird spot. He's great at basketball. He's fun to watch, but I don't know that he's got that. He's never had the championship juice. It's kind of been the downfall of his career. He literally got traded away from his best friend to go play for Papa.
It got real fucking dark real quick.
While they won a championship. Yeah, no, we should end it on the happy note.
Yeah. Goose,
I'm sorry, DeMar, that I had to drudge up the deep, dark past of
you just see the tank slipping away and your soul is fucking leaving your body. I get the draft sucks, but I mean, Alex Rude in the chat said the draft sucks. There's some diamonds in the rough in there, dude. Better than fucking what we're doing now. Take a swing on something and be proved wrong.
Well, you still got to tear the roster down to be in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes next year anyway. So
yeah, you're right, dude. Give me Cooper Flag.
Got to start breaking that sucker down.
All right. Well, my closing words. It'll be the closing words until the 2025 NBA draft. Cooper Flag 25. We'll see you tomorrow night after the Bulls take on the Spurs. You know where to follow us. You know where to go to YouTube and comment. And quick sugar. Fucking Jim, dude. Jim, shut up. Let's go Bulls.